you doing? So we have gone rogue today. We have gone outside and we are at, can you just see it? I'll give you a good glimpse in a minute, we're still in the car. We are at Kelvingrove Art Gallery, which is, any Glaswegian will know, it's a very well loved, very famous museum here. It's divided into two sections, life and art. It used to be called the Palace of the Arts in the late Victorian times when it was built, but now it has a lot of animals, a lot of natural history, as well as a lot of art. And the reason I am here today in particular is because they have two travelling exhibitions that I really want to get a look at. They are, the first one, in fact, you've probably heard of because there are exhibitions going on all around the country of the Da Vinci drawings. I believe it might be a royal collection. I'm gonna have to look that up, and I'll put the details in the link if I can in the description box. I'll link the details in the description box. That's what I'll do. But yeah, I think museums all around the country have different examples from a collection of original Da Vinci sketches and drawings, so they will be really once in a lifetime opportunity to see. Really looking forward to seeing them. So there's Da Vinci and there's also Dippy. So Dippy the dinosaur, he is a Diplodocus. There's a high percentage that I'm pronouncing that wrong, so I do apologise, Dippy. But Dippy is from the Natural History Museum, and a cast of his skeleton is again on a travelling exhibit, and he is inside the art galleries as we speak. So I thought, you know what, I've always wanted to do a vlog here, in fact, because I went to uni just over there. I'll just show you in a second. And yeah, it's an art gallery very close to my heart, been coming since I was a little girl, and I thought here is the perfect opportunity for Glasgow Gallerina to hit the ground. I am wrapping this camera strap so tightly around my wrist because I'm not that used to vlogging on a journey, and we don't want any mishaps. But can you just see through the trees? Here we go. That is the tower of Glasgow University. Okay, that's basically branches, but in the back there is Glasgow University Tower. That is where, not literally up there, I wasn't like a Rapunzel stuck in there, although it did feel at times, it did feel a wee bit claustrophobic stuck in the university library, but that is where I did my first degree, which was history with politics, and then my very much enjoyed masters in history of art. So yeah, good times over there. And here is the art gallery itself. Such a beautiful building, so imposing. You know, there's always been this rumour that the architect built it back to front and then threw himself off the top. That sounds mad, but Glaswegians talk about it a lot, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Because you'd think you would notice before it reached that point, and I think it says on their website that that is in fact an urban myth. So yeah, no darkness, just light and lots of art. Let's head inside. Oh my gosh, here he is. So I've come in the wrong door, unfortunately. But let's have a look. This is insane. Look at the size of the building and look at the size of this dinosaur. Now, full disclosure guys, I thought that I would actually record my thoughts when I got home. I wasn't sure how easy it would be to hear me. You know, in the gallery it's busy, people are overhearing, and I thought I'm not going to be able to concentrate if it looks like I'm talking to myself. So I really hope that the size of Dippy is coming over. I mean, you can see the people standing next to him, but I'm assuming it's a him because everybody calls him. It's actually quite moving. It puts our own time on the planet very much in perspective. We think that the world revolves around us, and nothing could be further from the case. A bird's eye view just before we say farewell to Dippy. It's just incredible to think of a world with creatures this size wandering around. And of course Dippy is a plant eater, so yeah, we'd have something in common. I believe I read downstairs, or on social media at least, they said, and now was it 356 bones he has in total? Unbelievable. Look at him compared to the people. Humans wouldn't be so smart if we all lived at the same time. And now we welcome to exhibition number 2. So I was right in the car, kind of right. The Leonardo da Vinci exhibition is all about works from the royal collection. So the royals evidently have a huge folio of Leonardo drawings that have been in the royal family for many centuries, and there are 12 museums and galleries around the UK that are now getting the opportunity to show them for free. So this one is titled A Man Tricked by Gypsies. Been there, my friend. And this one is a Star of Bethlehem and Other Plants, so a botanical study. And what really is incredible, firstly you notice how small the works are, but how soft they are while also being so precise. Just incredible. And this piece here was definitely my favourite. It studies for an equine monument that never actually came to be made, but there's such a beautiful sense of movement in them. Really, I mean, artists today still aspire to this level of skill and delicacy and refinement. Just very moving and drawn on both sides of the paper. I remember getting told off in art class when I was a teenager for that, so I wish I'd known that Leonardo did it too. And now for an anatomical study, so I think the kind of subject matter obviously is so vast, and this is one of the anatomical studies that Glasgow has received, and the label tells us that it is the earliest known accurate depiction of the human spine. Fascinating fact from the exhibition catalogue, Da Vinci was left-handed and often wrote using a mirror, so rather than having to kind of curl his hand over in an uncomfortable way, he would actually hold a mirror up and write it that way. So there you go, great minds really do think outside the box. Miss Gypsy, is it very snowy? Hello, Miss Gypsy. Hello. Hi guys, now this footage may not see the light of day, but just in case I'm going to pop it in. I have been working on a secret project for the past couple of days. Let me show you. So this is a portrait of the beautiful Kira Fitzpatrick. Now if anyone has read the book by Professor Noel Fitzpatrick, Listening to the Animals, I believe it came out at the end of last year. We loved it in the library, I borrowed it for mum, ended up keeping it for myself, and he's an incredibly enthusiastic, passionate guy, really dedicated to animal medicine, and particularly attached to his little border terrier Kira. She's named after Keira Knightley, if you can believe it, so yeah, very classy lady by all accounts. So I have been practicing that recently, and here is the finished result. So I am actually really happy with how this has worked out. It took a while kind of combining a few different reference photos to get her posture right, and I've added the darkest details in ink, so you can see her little schnoz there. Her little eyes. I really wanted to achieve the right expression, and I hope, because border terriers, they're very characterful, and she in particular has a very distinctive, beautiful little face. So I've tried my best to capture that, and the flecks of fur are all rendered in watercolour. So I went over it with pale wash and then little sort of my miniature brush, little flecks of amber, of brown, and then touches of a kind of grey, brown, black mix to add the low lights. And this
is what Gypsy and I are going to post to Professor Fitz there. And this is what Gypsy and I are going to post to Professor oh my goodness. This is what Gypsy and I are going to post to Noel Fitzpatrick. Yay, that was just not going to work, was it? So we're going to put it, in fact, we're going to send it to Kira herself, care of Fitzpatrick Referral. I've also got a little blossom card. You know I loves me some blossom. So in the book he wrote about planting a blossom tree for one of his friends on the grounds of the referral centre. So this is the little gift card that we're going to, gift message that we're going to pop in as well. So yeah, basically I shall save this footage. We're just about to post it this afternoon, and if we ever hear back from the lovely Noel and Kira, we will let you know.